What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and it is Monday, and I am tired. People want their Remy cam. Let me explain. There we go. This is what we got for now. Remy and I are both very tired today. We're both very tired. Isn't that right, girl? We have a guest. We have a house guest. Come here, Bandit. Where are you going? Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. This is Bandit. He is invading the space. We are dog watching. We're dog watching for a couple of days. Gonna try to figure some stuff out. Because last night we did not have him figured out one bit. Yeah. Pupper's invasion. Indeed. Okay. So the the totem word of the day. The totem word of the day is ! Tribal. All right. These tribal skins are subjectively some of the best looking skins that have ever come to Hero Wars Alliance. I'm very happy about them. I think they're cool. I think they're so cool. They're in a sale. Excuse me. Where is the sale? Is it here? Yeah, there we go. I think Berna looks fantastic. $15, 7,500 skin stones. Magic attack for Berna is absolutely good. Magic penetration for Mushy and Shroom, absolutely good. Absolutely good. Of course, we have the additional, just the soul stone things for them. I want to talk a little bit about skins that are necessary and skins that are important and all of this. And something this is a Hero Wars collective discussion, right? This isn't just a Hero Wars mobile discussion, all right? This is an everybody discussion. So, for example, we got the boop, 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 boop. We got the new skin added for, wow, completely lost my train of thought. The new skin for Arachne was added on Hero Wars Dominion Era, right? And whenever we add skins, we are... Anthony, I'm too tired. I'm too tired to explain it again, but I guess maybe I should explain it again. I'll explain it again in a second. It's all right, Anthony. Arachne was useful before this skin. Right? Absolutely useful before this skin. Birna on Hero Wars Alliance, great hero. Mushy and Shroom on Hero Wars Alliance, less popular, great hero, right? They're both very effective. Arachne's doing great things. on Hero Wars Dominion Era. You know, we look at some of these skins like the newest Stellar skin that Cascade got. You know, we look at these skins, right? And we have to have this conversation with ourselves every time. Is it worth getting? Is it worth leveling up? And almost always the answer is yes, right? Almost always the answer is yes. It's not necessarily a question of having to choose between things, because on a long enough timeline, you will eventually have enough skin stones to level up every skin, right? Eventually, you will have all of Cascade's skins leveled up. You'll have this new Mushy and Shroom skin, this new Berna skin. You'll have them unlocked. You'll have them leveled up. And it's a small question of priority, and that's really where the conversation ends. Like, almost every skin is worth having. There are some that are just like really, really bad. Like Arachne's new skin, Magic Penetration, it's almost worthless. Arachne's Magic Penetration skin is almost worthless. And I mean that honestly. Like, it's almost worthless. It's not worthless because it modifies this one skill, right, for her. But it's, aside from that one skill and the aesthetics of being cosmic cute, I guess I saw somebody say, it's effectively worthless, right? You don't really bring Arachne for the damage, though she can bring the D, right? She smacks you over the head with that big D. But she was fine without it, right? She was fine without it. And almost every hero is fine without all of their extra stats. You know, nowadays, new heroes like Birna and Rain, Electra, a lot of days, these new heroes, they're released with their second and third, sometimes even their fourth skin almost immediately to bring them their total stats in range of everybody else. But, you know, with some exception, obviously there are some exceptions here and there. A lot of these skins just don't matter, right? The bonus Magic Penetration, it doesn't really matter that much. The magic attack that Birna is getting, is this going to magically make Birna work? Like, did she not work before? Was she completely ineffective before this skin? And I'm being honest now. This isn't a rhetorical question. Did anybody ever in Hero Wars Alliance use Birna at high levels, at mid-range levels, at brand new account, brand new server levels? Was Birna usable? Was she useful? Did she have a team that she was built for? I mean, yeah. Seems pretty obvious to me that yeah. The answer was yeah. You know what I mean? These skins and many things in this game, it's all about keeping up. They call it keeping up with the Joneses. This is an older term, but a lot, you know, my audience is older, so that's okay. You know, you have to keep up with everybody else, because a small decision in stats like that, sometimes it does matter, right? And, you know, what else are you going to spend your resources on? Another hero? It's better to level up the heroes that you already have. So in that way, new skins are good, because they go towards the heroes that you plan to use, or not, right? And if you don't use a hero, like, for example, if you don't use Birna, you don't got to pay the $15. Somebody in the comments tell me if I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. Always happy to be wrong. You know, Mushy and Shroom, does Mushy and Shroom getting this magic attack, does that make them all of a sudden work? Does it make them effective? Or have they been effective in the right teams all along? Yeah. Who else got new skins? Oh yeah, right? Way of Nature. This skin is absolutely amazing. I love the colors on these skins, guys. I love the colors on these skins. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is Oya's 7th skin. Man, she looks cool. Man, she looks cool. I want to build a character in World of Warcraft that looks like her. I wonder what that would be. I'm going to grab this screenshot and I'm going to see if I can build it. See if I can build it. Man, she looks cool. Mushy's good in good teams? Yeah. 7 skins, guys. 7 skins. It's crazy. Do you need all 7? Do you need all 7 of these skins for Oya to be effective? No, on the other hand, things like relics. I think these are big changes. You know, hero updates, hero revisions, new heroes. You know, similar to Ascension skills, right? That is a big deal. Those to me are a big deal. Those to me become a huge priority. Now, of course, we're talking about completely different currency, right? A completely different altogether. Completely different currency. So what can you even say? What can you even do? I don't know. I'm just curious about something. Let's do this. Let's draw some winners. Totem word of the day. First name is Scut Duck. Scut Duck. I need to check something out real quick. I want to see if I can change my thumbnail from here. Processing video. Interesting. Okay, we're trying it out. I'm curious if AI can track this live stream in real time. We're going to let that run. We're going to see if it can track it in real time. All right, so we're on March week 2, huh? March week 2. Okay. Let's try another name. Nathan. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name, but your last name, Nathan. All right, so Nathan, while we wait for Nathan's name to be drawn, we are going to update our our live stream stuff. For those of you that don't know, we are put this giveaway back up there. We are in a time change. So we're looking for end schedule slide. End schedule slide. We're in a time change, and that is multiple times per year. Switch this to a 30, and this to -5. Our time changed over the weekend. We sprung forward, as they call it. Nathan, I got you. How about Hassan Habib? We've got a time change, and I understand that different parts of the world, their time changes at different times. My live stream is always going to be 12 p.m. Central Time. It's always going to be 12 p.m. Central Time, except for Thursdays. Thursdays, it's always 30 minutes before the event begins, if that makes sense. Downloads. Okay, it's always 30 minutes before the day begins. So let's go ahead and download this. Let's replace it in our stream files here. Okay, we're going to get rid of this one, and then we're going to add in this one. There we go. All right. So that's the one, and now we need to change... just schedule. Schedule is the name of the file. There you are. And there you are. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's 12 p.m. Central Time. No matter where you are in the world, I'm in Central Time. Anthony, you got it? I'm in Central Time, and we live stream at 12 noon on most days. On Thursday, we live stream 30 minutes before the event begins. I know we've got 2 different rule sets here. We've got 2 different rule sets for my live stream, depending on the day of the week. Schedule. See ya. Downloads schedule. There we go. There we go. Let's check this out real quick. We are not ending the live stream. I'm just checking to make sure that everything looks good and is lined up. Okay, that works. Okay, everything looks good. Everything lines up. Perfect. We're waiting for Hassan. We're going to give Hassan another 45 seconds. I found out over the weekend why time change was introduced. Do you guys know why time change was introduced? You guys understand why? A lot of people think it's because of farming. That's actually not true. And the reason why it's not true is because farmers do the thing with their crops based on the sun. Farmers do things on their crops based on the sun. Okay? It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. It doesn't matter. Farmers are going to do the thing with the crop no matter what, right? They're going to get up and do it no matter what. Somebody told me over the weekend, and this makes so much sense. This makes so much sense. Somebody told me over the weekend, it was on the radio, I think, that they did it so that corporate people, that employees, C-staff, executive suite, all of that, have more time to golf. To have more time to go golfing. Eric Katie. Did the time change happen because people wanted to play more golf? Yes, the desire for more time to play golf was a significant early motivation for the invention of daylight savings time, and the golf industry has historically been a major active lobbyist for extending it. Golf. 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 Unbelievable. Do you think that this is an us versus them discussion, all right? We don't like politics. We don't like big corporations. But what's more likely to happen? The regular folk, farmers, factory workers, they instituted the time change? Or maybe like executives and politicians and stuff. Did they institute the time change? Golf. Eric is here. Fantastic. I don't know. That's your fun fact. Who knows what the real reason is? Burnout 509. It might be all of the above, actually. And that's true. You know, it is true that all reasons can be a possible reason. You know, a part of the overall reason. So blame all the golfers for this then, for the lower less. Yep, golfers. Beginning of the U.S. in 1918 as a World War I wartime measure to conserve fuel and energy by maximizing evening sunlight. Interesting. So wait, Brian Lewis, are you saying that there's more sunlight now because they changed clocks? Is that what you're saying? Brian Lewis, I don't understand. Help me understand this. Burnout, I got you. Brian Lewis says, it began in U.S. in 1918 as a World War I wartime measure to conserve fuel and energy by maximizing evening sunlight. Does the numbers on the clock determine how much sunlight we have? It just doesn't make sense to me. Brian Lewis. Just moved to Arizona. I did hear that Arizona does not follow any of the time change stuff. I did hear that. Oh man. Oh man. Anyway, between the time change and this little bandito, I'm struggling. Let's watch a video. This is from Dr. R. Ellick. Oh, yeah, it needs anger management. Astaroth has a shield? What? Since when? Crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, there was something that was added. I thought I saw a new YouTube video. I thought I saw another YouTube video for this. Yeah. Anyway. Today is the 9th. Secrets of the Dungeon goes live tonight. Let's put this back on. There we go. The numbers on the clock control how much daylight happens while you're normally awake. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'm a big fan of this skin. Big fan of it. Big fan of it. Over the weekend, here we go. On the 6th. Burnout, I got you. On the 6th, I might have mentioned this already. I don't know if I did or not, but Hero Wars mobile YouTubers are going to be participating in a new revenue share program through the Hero Wars Hub. If you're making purchases on Hero Wars Alliance, you can put your favorite content creator in there and they will get a share of that revenue. So I brought this up to Sandra, community manager Sandra, and she is looking into adding it to Facebook and web as well. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. Wolverine from Wakanda. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all the news for mobile, though. I think that's it. Man, we've wasted so much time. Okay, over at Hero Wars Dominion Era, we've got Guardians of Outland that's live. Guardians of Outland is a fun, let's see, Guardians of Outland Hero Wars Wiki. Guardians of Outland is a fantastic event. All right. Once upon a time, back in my day, we had to walk uphill both ways to play Hero Wars. Let's see. Oh. I don't remember I don't remember them having it every month. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, so early versions of Guardians of Outland was way different than, I think we're on the 3rd or 4th iteration of Guardians of Outland. I can't remember what the first two exactly were. They were much more user friendly. But in 2020 and then 21, 22, 23, it went back up. For a while there, we only had Guardians of Outland twice a year. Dang. Web version is boring as compared to mobile. I disagree. I disagree. I think the mobile version is tic-tac-toe. I think the mobile version is rock, paper, scissors compared to chess on Hero Wars Dominion Era. I gotta turn this heat off. Hold on. It got real hot in here. Real hot. Whew. Crazy how hot it got in such a small period of time. It was in the 40s. It was in the 40s this morning, and it is 72 degrees right now. Oh man, I'm gonna have to open this window. Matter of fact, I think I am. Hold on a sec. Whew, got real hot in here. Mobile has more stuff to do. Yes, true. Mobile does have more stuff to do. More stuff to do. Taking a look at the upcoming events. You know, we've got some overlap here with Area of Conquest. All right, if you're looking to get like 8,000 free emeralds, right? If you want to try to get 8,000 free asterisk emeralds, the Emerald Piggy Bank is actually live for 2 days. All right. The way that the Emerald Piggy Bank works is pretty straightforward. It's all about spending emeralds. Okay, so if you're going to spend emeralds during Guardians of Outland, I would recommend you wait until Area of Conquest goes live. It's that simple, right? Area of Conquest has got spend emeralds. Boom. Spend emeralds, Emerald Waterfall. Spend emeralds, Guardians of Outland. Spend emeralds, Piggy Bank. In the first threshold, you get 5% emeralds back. Second threshold, you get 10%. Third threshold, you get 15%. If you break through 40,000, you get 20% emerald return. 20% emeralds back. So for a free 8,000 emeralds, go ahead and spend 40,000 emeralds. You'll get 8,000 of it back. You'll have only spent 32,000 effectively. You know, where can you spend those emeralds? Well, during Area of Conquest, you have open Outland chests. That's probably the recommended place. Opening Outland chests, right? You're also getting credit for opening Outland chests during the Guardians of Outland, right? So you're getting spend emeralds, open Outland chests. Yeah. Now, I do want to say this. There is an open or collect hero soulstones. This is the vet. No, it's not. I'm not sure why the vet was calling me. That's weird. Lost my train of thought. The collect hero soulstones during Guardians of Outland, it's a good task, but it's better to do those during the Hero Brawl event. Perform summons in the Soul Atrium, right? So during Guardians of Outland, it's better to use dolls. Like demon dolls, for example. Or any dolls that provide you soulstones. Or any of these chests, like the Hero Soulstone chests, that give you soulstones. Okay. The Brawl events, like the Kayla event that we just finished, excuse me, that's got summons in the Soul Atrium. Okay, so specifically, you're going to want to save any saved up soul crystals. You're going to want to save that for the Hero Brawl event, which we have a Hero Brawl event every single month. All right, so distinction there. later this month, we have what we think to be, here we go. We have what we think to be all of the tasks for the Happy Birthday Hero Wars events. They appear to be the same as last year. They appear to be the same tasks as last year, and that's going to go live on the 17th, which is in about a week, a little bit less than a week, right? But here's the bad news. If that's the case, and maybe you guys watched my video that I published a couple of hours ago, if that's the case, none of these tasks are the 7 chapter events. You gonna get up there, pumpers? Let me help you up. You got it? Okay. There you go. There you go. So none of this has the Altar of Fate. None of this has the 7 chapters. None of this has the relics to level up. So what are we doing with all these resources? Sapphire medallions, Valor coins. All right. My guess, what I think is going to happen is just like the Galahad event, Way of Freedom, Unstoppable Charge, I think roughly the 26th, every month, guys, I gotta quick be right back. Okay, we back. So I think what's going to happen, I think what we're going to happen is we're going to have a hero event every single month. Now, I think we're going to have a Galahad event every single month. I think every single month we might be focusing on a different hero. Are they going to stick with like the OG heroes? Is it going to be Aurora next? And it's going to happen roughly on the 26th. So that would kind of line up with this being dropped on the 27th. Kind of, right? The fact that it's an adventure chest tells us that it for sure is a new hero event, right? If this was not an adventure chest, if this was a Titan resource chest that we were getting, Titan resource chest, right? Titan resource chest. If we were getting Titan resource chests during this daily bonus login thing, then it would be a new Titan event, or it'd be a Titan event. But because these are hero resources, hero adventure chest, right? Adventure chest. Let's go open some. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. Adventure chest. Because it's adventure chest, these are hero leveling items, right? Runes for glyphs, hero XP potions, artifact leveling materials. I guess the chaos particles are technically pet leveling materials, so I'm mostly hero. I think what's going to happen here is around the 26th this month, we're going to have another, I'm going to say bland event. Okay. The reason why I call it a bland event, Galahad, not an exciting hero. There was no story. There was no unique skin. The event map had nothing sexy on it at all. There just wasn't anything there, right? So my guess is around the, let's see. Yeah. Like at the end of the Tournament of Titan Power. There might be a little bit of overlap if they do it then, though. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it's going to go live at the end of the Hero Wars anniversary event, like on the 24th. You know what I mean? I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to start doing that every month, every single month. I was talking with some people. Shout out to Blue Sentinel and MCage and others in the Hero Wars Dominion Era official Discord. I think what's going to happen is they're going to be giving us so many opportunity to get just an insane amount of totems. Just an insane amount of totems. 2 per event now for roughly $50, right? If you were smart and you spent a little bit of money, around $50, you could get 2 totems during the Galahad event, right? You could. I think we're going to start seeing that every single month. And then possibly one of a couple of things. The 29th is the best option for that, El Morningstar. Okay, yeah, 29th actually looks good for that. 29th looks good for that. Sure. What I think is going to happen is either a couple of things. They're either going to increase the star level of totems. Maybe. They're going to increase the level of totems. They're going to increase the number of titans to 6 elements. Or I think what's actually going to happen is they're going to add new fusions. They're going to add new fusion skills. New fusion skills. All right. So new hero event or titan event every month. And then something new with titans by the middle of the summer. Maybe even by the end of summer. We'll see. Big assumptions, though. Big assumptions. Summerfest is around the corner, though. 2 or 3 months away. 2 or 3 months away. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I definitely think now that we know when the Happy Birthday Hero Wars event is, and, you know, who does this webpage? I don't know. Now that HeroWarsDaily.win has published these tasks, the reason why I actually am not 100% convinced that these are the actual tasks is because Colin hasn't published them to his blog. When that happens, it means that these are wrong, and he updates the page later to fix it. It's happened more than once. It's still possible that the 17th, when the 10th anniversary goes live, it's still possible that is this 7-chapter event, the leveling up the amulets and the altar of fate. It's still possible that all of that is the 10th anniversary, and they're just using these tasks as placeholder tasks. But if they don't, and they just continue to use the same tasks as previous Hero Wars anniversary events, then yeah, I think end of the month we're gonna have another basic, lame, boring, bland hero event. That's what I think is gonna happen. Pets? Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna see more pets. I don't think we're ever gonna see any more pets. Did I add Burnout to the list? I did. Okay. Robbie36. How would they balance the element? It's a good question. No idea. All right. While we draw some names, let's do some player versus player. Now, I had a question today about Arena. Somebody emailed me over the weekend about Arena. So the rules of Arena is that your payout is at 20 o'clock. 2000 hours. All right, that's 8 p.m. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean your time zone. It has everything to do with what time your game is set to. So mine is set to GMT -5. Okay. Mine is set to GMT -5. So now that we have changed time zones, I believe that means that 8 p.m. is my Arena reward time, 8 p.m. But before Sunday, my Arena reward time, I believe, was 7 p.m. All right, and you can change your time zone. You can change your time zone in the settings. Go to settings, change it. Right? I think it's gameplay, maybe. Gosh, I actually don't know where you change the time zone. Change name, change avatar, change frame, change server. I'm actually not sure where you change your time zone, if I'm being honest with you. But your reward time, whatever that is 100 hours, whatever your game's time zone is set to. Robbie36 is here. Okay. Robbie36. Goo Kim. Now, I got a question today about what I think is going to be the teams in Area of Conquest, right? I don't expect to see a ton of variation in what the popular teams are right now, all right? So it's really going to depend. It's really going to depend a lot on your server, but only really if you're paired up against guilds from your server. All right, I'm seeing a lot of mage teams here. 2 mage teams. Steve and Sir Kazra Kazan using a couple of mage teams. We're going to go ahead and blow those up. I think we're probably going to see a lot of Cascade teams. Okay. Cascade is probably one of the most important heroes that everybody should have leveled up for Clash of Worlds and Clash of Worlds, not necessarily Guild War, but Clash of Worlds for sure. The reason why Cascade is so important is not obvious, but here, I'm going to show you in this fight right here. So let's say hypothetically that I have the perfect team versus this defense. And I feel pretty confident that my team here, Kayla Aiden, Isaac, Sebastian, Goose, I'm pretty confident that this team right here is going to beat that team almost every time. The problem is one ability that Cascade has, and I'm going to show you as soon as he performs it. All right, we're going to play this in normal mode, and I'm going to show you exactly what happens if the fight goes long enough. There we go. So take a look at my team now. Take a look at my team. All right, take a look at my team's layout. Not a lot has changed. However, Aiden has been pushed to the front line. Obviously, Kayla being over there by herself, it's whatever. Okay. So if the majority of this enemy team was doing damage to my, front line, Aiden, and by extension, Kayla, would go down very quick. Now, because Kayla pushed my Aiden forward here, and the majority of my team are fighting Kayla, which is sharing health with Aiden, there's a good chance that this team is now going to lose. Good chance, but we're going to kill, we're actually going to kill Fluffy before he can get his revive up, so we're going to win almost no matter what here. So here we go again. Cascade just used the ability. Now you can see that Goose is further back. Aiden is, Aiden and Isaac are standing in front of Goose, but clearly they're not in front of Goose in the lineup here. All right. And the only reason why this team can still win is because Kayla is killing that backline fast enough. All right. Cascade has this ability. And it doesn't work consistently. It's not a consistent thing. But this ability to scatter the enemy throws off timings of teams so much. Imagine this. Imagine if you're going up against like an Aiden Fluffy team, like a Fluffy tank team, or an Aiden Amira team. Any team that a weird tank is there because of Aiden. I don't know that here's kind of an example, but not really, because Fluffy is the tank, but there's no Aiden. Yeah, okay, so imagine Killing Time here didn't have Electra. Okay, that would be an Amira tank team. So taking a look at my log here, I'm actually using a I'm actually using a... Oh, no, I swapped my team. I take that back. I take that back. Let me find a good team example to face here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about as far as... Man, look at all of these mage teams. Guys, mage teams are probably what everybody is going to be using in Area of Conquest. Probably every team is going to be using mage in Area of Conquest. Electra Fluffy, Cascade. I would probably expect Cascade a lot. I'm not seeing any teams that I can fight here. Let's fight this one. Sure, let's fight this one. So I'm going to use my Aiden Fluffy. Actually, versus Ching Mao, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my Aiden Fluffy team in Guild War. How about that? Aiden Fluffy team in Guild War, because I know that there are some defenses right now that are using, like the Lara Croft. Yeah, like this team right here. Oh, that's already that one's already been attacked. So let's show you what I mean. So we have Aiden as the healer, and we have Fluffy as the tank. Okay, and then we're gonna use. Let's use Augustus Helios, or maybe Augustus Iris. Let's use Augustus Iris. Here we go. Let's see. Axel, Albus, Chorus, Biscuit, Merlin, go. Okay, so if I was facing Cascade here, Cascade uses his ability and pushes my Aiden or pushes my Fluffy out of position. I guess pushes my Fluffy out of position. All of a sudden, my Aiden is no longer healing my tank. You know, if you're using a true tank, Cascade can push the tank out of position, and now you're facing off against the second position hero. All right, this team really only works because I'm using Aiden Fluffy. It works for other reasons, but because Fluffy is the tank here, he is going to ult much quicker. Oh no, I gotta click the auto button, guys. I might have to restart this fight because I didn't hit the auto button. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the fight. Made a mistake there. Made a mistake there. Whoops. Love the disruption. Yeah, CB307, I definitely screwed that up. Does that make sense, though? Cascade is so important because even though you have a team that can beat the team a lot, like I'm going to beat this team almost every time. Almost every time this Electra, Fluffy, Cascade, something, almost every time I'm going to beat this team. But occasionally, Cascade will eke out a defense because of the disruption. That makes Cascade so important to have on defense. On one of your Clash of Worlds teams, it makes Cascade so important. On one of them, it makes it such a huge deal. Cascade is going to be what you're going to see a lot of. I think Orion, Cascade, Krista. You're going to see a lot of Orion, Cascade, Krista. I think you're going to see a lot of Electra, Fluffy kind of variations. Lost that right there. That's okay. It's a weird variation on the team. I think you're going to see a lot of teams like that in Area of Conquest tomorrow because of how important Cascade is. It's just insane. Just insane. If I had to, if I could pick the perfect team, I would probably do something like Cascade, Orion, Krista, maybe Dorian Jorgen, something like that. Maybe, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I'm probably going to attack with my Fluffy tank team though. If I'm being honest with you, it's probably going to be the team that I'm going to attack with the most. Okay. Let's try another name. Mr. NCSU. Gugu, I got you. Let's see if my auto attempt made it through. That was a cleanup, by the way. I lost. Sad. go ahead and clean up after myself here. Probably should use the Helios variation instead of Iris. Maybe. Mystery and CSU's here. Louis B. Louis B. Bastion of Ice. All right. All right. We got Bastion of Ice. We can take 2 hits here. Eden, Verdok, and Augustus. Or, wow. Angus, not Augustus. And we'll clean up, I guess we'll clean up this one here. Boom, 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 boom. 2 hits here. Okay. Louis B is here. Basque Loot. Basque Loot. Basque Loot. All right, we'll do some hero attacks later. We'll save our hero attacks for one. Oh, we've already opened an Engineering up. That's crazy. That's crazy that we. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Excuse me. We don't hit abnormal, but seeing Chaba on defense is awesome. Seeing Chaba on defense is awesome. Here we go. All right, so let's try that variation again. Let's try the. I mean, the Iris variation is better because of Dante, but let's use the Helios version. We got War Flag of Decline. Interesting. Sebastian in the back. I wonder if Sebastian still ults before my Fluffy can get it off. Fluffy. Dorian, Augustus, and let's go with Helios. Helios. Let's switch this to heals. Let's put Merlin here instead. That's fine. You guys are clearing it? All right. I trust in management. Take care of it, management. Take care of it. Yeah. I think the Helios version is a little safer than the Iris version. Should probably use the Helios version a little bit more. Why is my Fluffy all the way in there, though? Like, my Fluffy is inside Sebastian and Lyra right now. My Fluffy is literally inside Sebastian and Lyra both at the same time. This is why the Iris version is better. Potential timeout. Potential timeout. By the way, I think I've decided that Fluffy's bad on offense all around. Unless you're going up against a specific line. I think Fluffy's just bad on offense. That's just me. War Flag, Warrior. Let's take position 1. Sebastian, Kayla, Isaac. Where's my goose? There you are. Bup, 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 bup. Go. John Marshall, Viking is here every live stream. Almost every live stream. I appreciate his not kicking me out of the guild at least once a week because I make dumb things. I make dumb things in Guild War. Oh, John Marshall, I got you. It's good to have you here. There we go, rank 1. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, no Basque loot. How about Darth Pandanus? Darth Pandanus. Let's finish this up. I need a nap, guys. I need a nap. I got to record a Raid Shadow Legends video. I need a nap. Oh. Every guild should have one crazy person. Darth Pandanus. Okay. And Ura, 1706. Ura. You guys seen that movie War Machine yet? Steven, I got your message. It's so dumb. It is pretty dumb. It is an absolute simple movie. Very, very, very simple movie. But it was a fun watch. I think everybody should watch it at least once. Nah, it's going too far. I really enjoyed it. I like the actor. There's a couple of actors on that show actually that I really liked. Some young guys that are finally getting some opportunities. Wally West, the character that played Wally West in the Flash TV show, he was one of the main characters in it. That was really good. I kind of expected the twist from the beginning. It was a fun watch to me. It was a fun watch. Basically a big commercial for the Army Rangers, though. A big commercial for the Army Rangers. Kahlua and your coffee. Oh, man. Did enjoy the chaos and anger of our crazy... Oh, you're talking about C-130. You're talking about the guild? Ah, I got it. I got it. No, Ura. How about Zoo? I'm not even going to try. Zoo. I'm going to call you Zo. Zo. Too much of the perfect American soldier machine. So much exaggeration, especially in these times. It's turning into a joke. Bestest fan. Did you watch the movie? Because like the whole point of the movie is that he's got, like he's like very, very far from the perfect American soldier. Like, yeah, the fact that he's like 6'5" and 900 pounds of muscle, that's definitely what you're talking about. But no, the point of the whole point of the movie is that he's not a hero. Is that he's not a hero. Yeah. Like he's old and he's like beat up and broken. He should have been He-Man. He would have been a good He-Man. He would have been a good He-Man. I think he's probably the He-Man choice. I think the He-Man choice was made because they're planning on doing a bunch of He-Man movies, and they wanted probably as young of a guy as they could get. And he survives everything. Yeah, okay, yeah. The fact that he had plot armor the entire time, very, very true. Very true. Very true. Yeah. Very true. It didn't get good ratings at all. Did not get good ratings. Not one bit. But I think it's a good watch. Zoo. Okay. Mr. K. Mr. K. What's up, AC Pinella? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live. No spoilers? Yeah. Mr. K is here. Mr. KH Mob. Okay. Big reminder, time's changed. 12 p.m. Central Time, we are going live. 12 p.m. Central Time. That is in 23 hours from now. Anthony, set your clock. 23 hours from now, I'm going to be live again. 23 hours. All right, time changed on Thursday. 8:30 p.m. Central Time. 12 p.m. for the rest. We're in UTC -5 now. UTC -5. If you thought the live stream was fun, I tried to give it my all. I am very tired. I'm very tired. Forcing the energy here. Forcing it. We'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. Central Time, and that is 5 p.m. UTC. If you like the video, please like it. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Turn on notifications to never miss a live stream. Giving away multiple totems per week. We started giving away 52 totems this year. We're going to give away 100 totems this year. 100 totems given away in 2026. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.